What is up, you guys? It is Zombie EXE here, and yeah, I'm gonna be playing some Black Ops 3, and I'm gonna be doing a little story. So, I'm playing Black Ops 3 on the PC, and it's obviously nearly impossible to find any games, so I'm just on TDM. Yeah. So, anyways. So, in high school, this is this year actually, we are in health class, and we are doing the CPR segment. I don't know about your high schools, but my high school is required to have a health, a health class. And so in health class, we learn about, like, CPR, and we learn about, like, saving lives and health. Yeah, obviously health, and, how to eat right, and, things of that matter. And so, my health teacher is pretty cool. He's, it's whatever, and he's a stickler for the rules. And, I feel like his main goal in life is to take phones. And, obviously, not really, dude. Phones is a very touchy matter in our school. And, we've reinforced the phone policy. Anyways, so back to my story. He takes phones a lot, in other words, and I want to say that he enjoys it too. And so this is a story about how he took my phone. So when you take when at my school, whenever you get your phone taken, it's basically two instances. One is like a warning almost, and you have to get your parent to come and get it at the end of the day. That's the deal. The next time it gets taken, it's taken for the rest of the year. And you can't get it back at all. Like at the end of the year, you can get it back. There's nothing you can do. And so I was in health class, and we went down to the gymnasium, and we were going to finish our CPR segment. And in the CPR segment, we had a partner, and there's steps that we have to do. So first you have to check if the victim is unconscious, and then you have to call 911. Or you have to point to somebody and say call 911. And so my teacher's demonstrating it, and he is on the floor with that kid, and he's like, "You, call 911." And he points to me. And as a joke, I was just joking around. I pull out my phone, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm calling 911." And I dialed my friend's broken phone because I knew he wasn't gonna answer. And so, I called my friend's broken phone, and he just stops in the middle of what he's doing, and everything goes super quiet. And he's just like, "Let me see that phone." And I went up, and it was just so embarrassing, and I gave it to him. He just put it in his pocket, and all my friends, they were like, "Oh my god, you're such an idiot, how could you do that? You're such a dumbass." And I was like, "Okay, listen, don't worry about it. I'm gonna talk to him, and we can get this settled." It was a big misunderstanding. It was meant to be a joke, but yeah, it was just, I can fix this. And so after the class was over, I went up to him, and I was like, "Listen, I apologize, but it wasn't meant to be anything like that, and it was meant to be a joke. I didn't mean to actually call somebody. I dialed my friend's broken phone, and he wasn't gonna answer. I was just I acted like I was gonna call 911. And so he was like, I don't care. You're just gonna have to take this up with the office. This is not my problem anymore. You got your phone taken. It went off in my class. This is not my problem. I And I was like, really? Come on. I mean, I obviously didn't say this to him, you know. He knows that he's an adult, and he knows that he has authority over me. So, he takes advantage of that. And so it's just like, he almost wants you to fight him. And, I was just like, okay, whatever. And so, it took the rest of the day for me to, like, find out how to actually get with the principal and, like, figure all this stuff out. And so, it was a really sucky situation, and I thought that I wasn't gonna get my phone back. But luckily, my vice principal is so cool, and he's so understanding, and he's just super cool, you know? And so, I go to his office, and I'm like, hey, listen, I need to talk to the vice principal. I'm not gonna say names. I need to talk to Mr. Blah Blah. And they were like, yeah, he's out right now. I was like, where did he go to? They're like, we don't know. When did he leave? 5 minutes ago? Do you know when he's gonna be back? No. So I'm at school and I don't have my phone and I'm trying to get it back. I don't wanna like the next time I get my phone taken to be taken for the rest of the year, you know? Like this is my phone, you know? It's just yeah, it's my phone. And so I went up to the office and I was like, hey, listen, just can you call my class? You know, I really need to talk to the vice principal. And they were like, I'll see what I can do. I mean, if he comes back, we'll call you. I was like, okay, great. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I'm in my last hour, or my 7th hour, and I'm just waiting, and finally they call me in, and he looks at me, he's just like, ooh. He gives me that face like, uh-oh, you've done something wrong. He's like, oh, you've done something wrong. And so, I'm like, yeah. And, go up, and I sit down, and I'm like, can I please explain myself? He was like, sure, go ahead. And he said it like there was nothing I could do that would change his mind. Nothing I could do. And so I sit down and I'm like, listen, I know I got my phone taken, and it was a big misunderstanding. And he was like, really? How? And I said, well, and I told him the whole story and how I pulled out my phone and called 911, and I told him that it wasn't a joke. I told him that I wanted to enhance the experience of the simulation. And he just starts laughing and laughing. And I'm thinking, like, what is so funny? Like, what, is it that funny? And he just starts laughing, and he pulls out my phone and he puts it down. And he's like, well, that health teacher, that no name, you know, he's kind of crazy about phones. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he's like, well, I know there's a misunderstanding, but just make sure to never take your phone out in class again. And I was like, yes, sir, I understand. And so he gives me my phone back, and I left. You know, it was just, yeah, he's really cool for that, and he's the MVP, you know. He's a great guy. So, that's really it. I mean, this is really awkward as my first commentary, and I have about 3 subscribers right now, and I'm looking to get more. So yeah, that was my little story, and you know, like and subscribe, and I hope to be making more. Thank you.